Good morning from winter season here at Europa Park in Germany. The sun is shining, but it's very, very cold today as I make my way around the park and see the 2019 winter offering. Now, along with that, I'm going to be checking out a brand new ride that was under construction last time I was here underneath the Scandinavian themed area. It opened a few weeks ago. It's Snorri Touren, that new dark ride that's all based around the Rulantica mascot. So I'll be heading up there to go and check that out. Talking about Rulantica, the vlog's now online. I was up there yesterday. That's been the main focus of my visit here to Europa Park, to come and see the new Waterworld Rulantica. I had an amazing time up there. However, I seem to be having a few technical issues with my GoPro, which does mean I'm going to be limited to what I can film on today here in the park. Normally you can film using a chest or wrist strap on the different roller coasters. Unfortunately, because the GoPro is having some issues, we're going to be restricted to what I can film on today. Luckily, when I film the dark rides, I always use this camcorder, but it seems like Rulantica killed my GoPro yesterday, which is a shame. So at this present moment, I've actually lost quite a lot of the GoPro footage that I filmed at Rulantica. So I'm a little bit gutted about that, to be honest. But these things do happen every so often. You know, it's one of them things, isn't it? There's nothing that can be helped. I can't do anything to solve it. But we'll make the most of it here at Europa Park today. The video probably won't be as long as what it was going to be, but we'll go around, capture all the Christmas decorations and atmosphere. The good thing is I've filmed on all the roller coasters many times here at Europa Park, so you can see them in the various different vlogs. I was last here over Halloween, where we filmed on the likes of Silver Star, Blue Fire, Voden, and many more different rides. So to capture what I want to from this trip, all the Christmas offering and try the new dark ride, luckily I'm all right with this camera, but these things happen, don't they? Hopefully I managed to get the stuff from Rulantica there. I really hope so. Anyway, let's have a little look down the German alley, see all the decorations. You've got the market down here. I'm going to start off with the ride on Voletarium. That actually opens a little bit earlier. It's 20 past 10 now. That's been open since 10 o'clock, even though they don't actually advertise the park to be open until 11. So it's great. Get in nice and early, start off on Voletarium, and the gates will open down at the bottom of the German alley, and the rest of the park will open. Welcome to Christmas here at Europa Park. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So I've just come off the park's flying theatre, Voletarium. The great thing about that ride is that it's also got a single rider queue that most of the time has hardly anybody in it. So I just walked straight on. I mean, it was advertised just a 15-minute wait, and I was straight on. The atmosphere down here on the German alley during Christmas really is wonderful. Unlike the rest of the year, they actually block it in and put all different stalls. Of course, the wonderful Christmas tree here with the traditional candle lights on. And it does look very different to the likes of in summer season or Halloween, where it's all just open down here. But yeah, they block it all in for Christmas and put these different buildings in. It's a really nice German market. You got Father Christmas up the top there as well. Of course, coming up later on, I'm going to be watching the Starlight Parade. That's always really good. Their Christmas parade here at Europa Park. We can film that. Along with that as well, there's loads of different Christmas shows. Quite a few you can't film, but the things that are outside that I will be allowed to film and share with you guys. They've got like a show with Ed and Edda Euromouse over on the lake later on this evening with some fireworks as well. So we'll definitely check that out. Anyway, make my way around this way and let's go and see some of the decorations here around Europa Park and make my way towards Snorri Touren, that new ride for the winter season. Europa Park really does look gorgeous during the winter season. There must be thousands of Christmas trees throughout the park. There's decorations everywhere. And I look forward to seeing it all when it gets dark later on. That's when the park becomes even more magical. Anyway, I've made my way over to Scandinavia now to check out Snorri Touren. Now, the dark ride's actually located right beneath where I'm standing now. Of course, the whole area here was destroyed by a fire, and they rebuilt all the Scandinavian streets. They're currently rebuilding Pirates in Batavia that will open next year, so I'm looking forward to giving that a go. But what they wanted to do was build a bonus ride here in Scandinavia, and it was a very small dark ride. It only lasts a few minutes, and like I say, it's located underneath where we are now, in the basement, so to speak, of Scandinavia. So let's head over to the entrance now. We're going to check out Snorri Touren. you've just seen on-ride footage there from Snorri Touren, just a few weeks old here at Europa Park. That has definitely exceeded my expectations. I thought that was absolutely fantastic for such a small show building as well, built underground. I thought they packed so much into it. The ride system itself is great because obviously, yes, it's a tracked ride system, but it just runs on a tiny track, so you can hardly notice it going through the different scenes. Of course, Snorri, that lovable mascot, takes you on this journey and keeps popping up in various different places. But all the different scenes were great because they had like doors that opened up and closed when you were going in and out of them. And I thought it was just so well done. For me, it has to be like all the singing trolls. That was my favourite scene in there. But it was a nice mix between screens and physical set pieces. In fact, it was mostly theming in there until you get towards the end where you move into one of two different cinema rooms with like a domed cinema over you. Only about a 20-second part of the ride, but I thought that was good fun as well. It actually tilts. I got a bit of footage of that for you. You go onto like a tilt-in motion platform that moves up and down that creates quite a nice sort of sensation on there. It seems like they've sort of got it all running well now. I know when they first soft opened it towards the end of the main season, they're having a few issues with spacing in that scene, but it was really good this time. You move straight onto that platform. You'll either turn left or right, depending on which screen you're going into, and then it'll reverse you back out, and then you make your way around to the offload. What a really nice experience. It's actually one of my favourite rides now here at Europa Park. I just think it's really well done. The quality of it's fantastic. And you've got to think, next year, Pirates and Batavia, a complete rebuild. It makes me so excited to see what they're going to do with a huge show building. We know they're spending millions and millions of euros on it. It's going to have animatronics in there, and I think we're in for something really special. If that's what they can do in a tiny little basement, I can't wait to see what they can do with Pirates and Batavia. I loved Pirates before, but using all this new technology, what's come out over the years, I think that we're in for a treat. I really do when that opens in summer 2020. Snorri Touren, what an excellent addition. Honestly, I'm going to go straight back around and have another go on it in just a moment, and then we'll have a little bit of an explore around Scandinavia because it's a little bit different during Christmas. Honestly, I absolutely adore that dark ride. Waited about 15 minutes for it again there, but well worth it. What a brilliant attraction. Now here in Scandinavia, it turns into a complete winter wonderland. Fjord rafting, which is the rapids ride, is closed over winter. So what they do is completely transform this area into an ice skating rink. You've got like all sorts of different attractions that they bring in just for winter, and this is one of them. This is normally a big lake just down here, and it looks so different, doesn't it, during winter season? Looks amazing what they do. Brilliant, isn't it, all around here? All the trees, all the lights around the side. Fantastic. Another attraction they bring in just for winter is the Bellevue Ferris wheel just over there, and that's built on the lake where Atlantica Super Splash is, because that's not open during the winter season. But we'll head over there and have a ride on that a little bit later on. But here's some more footage just from around Scandinavia here and the winter wonderland that's on offer for guests here at Europa Park. How awesome does Scandinavia look there with all the Christmas decorations? And they've actually added more than usual around there. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Anyway, as you can see, Bluefire Mega Coaster behind me is operating. As I've mentioned in previous vlogs from here at Europa Park during the winter season, they don't actually advertise rides such as Bluefire and Silver Star to be part of the ride lineup. However, if it is warm enough on the day that you visit during winter season, then the rides will be open. So it's great really, because they cover themselves and think, actually, you know what, we won't advertise that they are going to be open just in case it is too cold. If it is warm enough, then they'll be operating like they are today. Roden, the GCI wooden roller coaster, that is advertised to be open during winter because that can run in pretty cold temperatures. However, there may be some times where it might be too cold for that and it can't operate, but it all depends on when you come. But yeah, you look on the website, I know a lot of people put in the comments last year and said, how come all these rides are open when they're advertised to be closed? It's just so they cover their own backs really. If it's a nice day, then you're going to get on those rides and they will be open. But of course, safety is always paramount at these parks. Like I say, I am having GoPro issues, so I can't take you on the rides, but we've got separate POVs from all of these here on the channel, and also all the various different vlogs we've filmed here from Europa Park do feature on-ride footage. I'm going to have a ride on Blue Fire, but for a change, I'll put in some off-ride footage so you can see it in action. Waited 15 minutes for a ride on Blue Fire Mega Coaster, followed by a 25-minute wait for Woden Timber Coaster. Great to get on both of them rides over in the Iceland themed area of Europa Park. Anyway, I've made my way over to the giant Ferris wheel now, as you can see there just behind me. It's called Bellevue. It's not actually owned by the park. They bring it in just for winter season, much like some of the other attractions. There's actually a few little rides what they bring in for the kids that they put around the park. They're all included in admission and exclusive just for the winter season. So yes, the park hiring this huge wheel, and yeah, let's go and have a ride on there now. It's a nice day for it. The sun's shining across Europa Park, so let's go and see the wonderful views across the park and beyond. Here we go then on the Ferris wheel. As I mentioned earlier on in the video, it's actually built on the lake just here where Atlantica Super Splash normally operates. So they drain the lake just down here and then build the wheel on it. A gorgeous day to get some views from up here. After a wonderful ride there in the glorious sunshine over on the Bellevue Ferris wheel, I've made my way over to the Spanish themed area because they turned one of the venues that's normally got a show in throughout the rest of the year into an ice walkthrough. Last year it was all themed around Rulantica, and in 2019 it's based on Batavia, of course the dark ride that's going to be opening in 2020. Let's head inside, go and have a walk through. So this is all normally the Spanish arena show. I'm now standing what would normally be on stage where they have like all the horse jousting and everything. It's a really good show actually. And here we go, let's go inside. It is forbidden to touch the characters. We beg you to respect this rule. Gotta love a bit of poor English translation there. Here we go. Wow. It's always really impressive every year. So this gives you a good idea on what we can expect from Batavia. However, of course, it's not going to be made of ice inside the attraction. But we'll have tigers walking around. Of course, loads of different animatronics. Can't wait. Really looking forward to it. It's absolutely freezing in here. But of course, it's got to be to make sure that it all doesn't melt. They do a fantastic job. I mean, you've got to just really appreciate all the effort that goes in, especially creating these, but just for the winter season in general, because they completely transform the park. It's not just some sections that are decorated, it's the full thing. Really makes me excited to step back into Batavia in 2020, see all them wonderful buildings. I'm sure it's going to be beautifully lit in there as well, much like it is in here, but I imagine even better inside the actual attraction, because lighting is key.
Philippe, mets-toi là. Mais c'est à côté du crocodile, comme ça, t'as tout.
Viens à côté de moi, Duna. Allez, viens à côté de moi, là. Voilà.
Oh, loving the alligator down there at the bottom. That looks awesome. Of course, plenty of fantastic photo opportunities in here as well. Loving the size of the masts over there. Looks awesome, makes me really excited to check out Batavia in 2020. Reopening here at Europa Park, a completely new version. I look forward to covering it here on Theme Park Worldwide.
Ganz für uns gemacht, die
Enjoyed walking through Batavia in ice there. I'm really looking forward to the attraction opening in summer 2020. All the ice sculptures in there look absolutely fantastic. It's all the lighting and audio in there that really adds to it as well. It's a really magical experience. Anyway, we're coming for a ride on the Panorama Bar now, which is the train that stops at 4 different stations around Europa Park. Thought we'll come for a ride on here. Now Europa Park's always changing. There's always things what they're freshening up. And the train, they're actually doing some improvements at the moment. They're actually making them electric. And of course, by doing that, they're actually adding in like fake smoke machines and also sound effects at the front of the train, just so it still feels nice and authentic. But of course, it's much better for the environment if the trains are electric. So that's what they're in the process of doing at the moment. They've not done all of the trains, but they are in the process of going through them one by one and changing them over. What's great though in winter season with the train is to put like all the snow on the roofs, all the lights, and at night it looks absolutely awesome. The front of the train all covered in LED lights, and I'll try and get a bit bit of footage of that later on for you all the trains going round. But here's a couple of minutes of footage just from here on the Panorama Barn here at Europa Park. You even have a ride on the log flume over winter if you want to.
Next station, Russia.
Highlights there from the Panorama Barn here at Europa Park. A beautiful train ride that takes you all around through different themed areas here in the park. The decorations look absolutely gorgeous. Honestly, like everything is just decorated to the max. It looks absolutely fantastic. And it's a stunning day for it today as well. The sun is shining. It's a Saturday today. The park's quite busy. It's got a nice atmosphere, but I'm not really here to do loads of rides. It's more just to soak up the atmosphere and see all the Christmas offerings, including the entertainment that's coming up later on that I'm going to be sharing some footage from. But yeah, it's just all the things like this down here. I mean, they put all parts of Christmas trees all down in the flower beds. You got Ed Euromouse there as well, big statue. There's presidents, there's lights. Honestly, thousands and thousands of trees. It looks amazing. Anyway, I'm going for a ride now on the Historama monorail. It's got a couple of stations, one in Iceland, another one over here, of course, in Luxembourg Plaza. And this takes us up to Iceland and back. You can get off at that station if you want to, or you can do a round trip. That's the great thing about the transport rides here at Europa Park. You can just stay on them if you want to and go around on there all day if you really wanted. Same with the EP Express, the bigger monorail that we can see just up there. Yeah, everything looks amazing. There's just so many like little touches what they do for Christmas, and having these big fire pits is amazing as well. I mean, look at this, for example, like all the umbrellas here. They put like all snow on the top, and yeah, look at the fire. It's roaring over there. And this is where we'll watch the Winter Starlight Parade later on today here in Europa Park. Let's go on the Historama monorail. You can't get more Christmassy than that, can you? So the lights on the monorail look absolutely awesome. It's the little things like that that really add to the magic of winter season here at Europa Park. Here's some aerial footage from across the park, here from the Historama monorail.
Le quartier scandinave et portugais et irait jusqu'à la gare du quartier islandais.
We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of our hearts.
Over in the French-themed area now, after a really nice lap round there on the Historama monorail. Now, the French area here at Europa Park is always one of the staple areas during winter season. Last year, they actually launched a projection mapping show on the globe of Eurosat Can-Can coaster. That's on again this year, and we'll come back and watch that later on. Of course, as well, you've got all the lights all around the side, and on Euro Tower, the strands of lights coming from the top. They are on now in the daytime, but of course it looks a lot better at night. Anyway, I've just waited 5 minutes in the single rider queue for Eurosat Can-Can coaster, and I'm about to go and have a ride over on Silver Star. Again, with Silver Star, it's not advertised to be open during the winter season, but if it's warm enough, like it is today, it's about 9 degrees Celsius, it will be open so you can ride it during winter. Short 15-minute wait there for a nice ride on Silver Star, the park's B&M hypercoaster. It was nice up there, got some great views. Can you guess where I am now? Welcome to Geistersloss, the Ghost Castle. This is one of a few different attractions here at Europa Park that have got a bit of a different overlay for the Christmas season. So let's head on board and I'll take you along for the ride on Geistersloss. It's getting a bit freaky, the pictures start moving in here. So what I really love about Geistersloss at Christmas is they put Christmas hats on loads of the different animatronics and characters throughout. It looks like Christmas dinner's about to be served over here. There's all presents and loads of different Christmas decorations added throughout the ride. lights on these shop windows there. Even like all the schools over in the backdrop, all got the Santa hats on. Including these guys. Wonder where you've seen these before.
Langsam ist alt, denn du bist alt, dann endet hier dein Aufenthalt. Auf die schwache Schule triffst, du sagst du, es ist gut. Komm doch jeder an die Zeit.
Straight from Geysersloss then to another one of my favourite dark rides here at Europa Park is Madame Freudenreit's Curiosities, and there she is. How you doing? Yeah, I think she's asleep, she's still snoring. Let's go for a ride on here. I really do enjoy this. It opened last year, much better than the former Universe of Energy attraction that this used to be with all the dinosaurs, but then they completely freshened up the attraction. Loads of new theming, an addictive soundtrack. It's such a nice little dark ride, and the best thing is it normally never has a wait. So let's head round there, we're going to have a ride. Let's go and join Madame Freudenreit. I do really like that dark ride. They did such a good job with it all, like repurposing some of the dinosaurs they had in there before, adding some new ones, going through like the different conservatories and different rooms. Honestly, they've done such a good job of it. I think it's a really nice dark ride here in Europa Park. Anyway, I'm going to wait another hour or so now for it to go dark. Going to go and do a couple more attractions, and I'll see you a little later on where we'll see Europa Park beautifully lit up for the winter season. Just a few days to go until Christmas at the time of recording, and I'll tell you what, this has really got me in the Christmas spirit here at Europa Park. I'll see you a little bit later on. Here's a couple of shots of some of the rides, and I'll see you when it gets dark. Right then, so I've just been on some more rides here at Europa Park, including Poseidon and also Arthur in the Minimoys Kingdom. And of course the sun has now gone down here in Rust, Germany. All the lights have come on and the park looks absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't guessed already, I'm up here on the Euro Tower where they put all them strands of lights from the top down to the park. And it looks absolutely awesome. Some of them even strobe coming up as well. I mean, the camera doesn't really do it justice, to be honest. Yeah, look at this, all the lights, Christmas trees all around the park. In a moment we'll spin round so you get a great view of the French themed area. Got Kronosar and Rulantica over there in the background. All the island themed area down there at the bottom. Balrock, Colosseo, the Bellevue Wheel. Really goes to show the scale of the park and also the scale of the operation for Christmas here at Europa Park as well. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? It's a shame the windows aren't a bit clearer really. The plastic could do a replacing in these, I think. Euromir over there. All the lights hanging down, of course we'll go and check that out. Blue fire going round at night. And here we go, I'm about to make our way just down to the bottom here where we're going to watch Miraculux, which is the show that takes place over on Eurosat. So highlights coming up from that over the next few minutes. As you can see, the next show is in 12 minutes. That's a new thing for this year. It tells you on there exactly when the next show is. So over the next couple of minutes, I'll put some highlights in for you all.
Chaudière sur la boule.
Couple of minutes of highlights there from Miraclux, the projection mapping, fountain and light show here in the French themed area at Europa Park. In total it's a 6-minute show, loads more people watching it this year. I think the fact that they're putting on there a countdown in various different languages until the next show is certainly helping that. It was brilliant, really enjoyed it. There's one thing that's missing though that they had last year, and that's like a full rig here on the lake of spotlights that was shining up into the sky. I'm not too sure, maybe if they're having problems with some of the locals, might have been complaining about it, or maybe they thought they didn't need them, but the show was still really impressive. You got all the lights all in sync all on the buildings, all these different Christmas trees on the bridges, and all out the front of Eurosat Can coaster are all in with the show. And I thought that was really, really nice. The atmosphere around here at Christmas really is amazing. I mean, look at it. There's lights absolutely everywhere. It looks amazing. And of course, turning Eurotower into that Christmas tree is certainly a big highlight. Anyway, we've just got under 45 minutes to go until the Winter Starlight Parade. I'm gonna make my way to Luxembourg Plaza for that. But first, let's have a look through some of the lights on the way. I genuinely don't think you'll find a better Christmas experience than winter season here at Europa Park. Honestly, everywhere you look is just full of lights and decorations. And I know that Germany is the home of Christmas, but honestly, they really just go to town. Like, everywhere is just full of lights. You look at the monorail going round, it's got Christmas lights on. You look at the train going round, it's got Christmas lights on. And just everywhere you go, there's just so much going on, there really is. One of the big highlights of the Christmas season here is of course Jinglemere, which is Euromere, the coaster down the bottom here, the spinning coaster, but they cover it in Christmas lights. So I'm going to make my way down there now to go and have a look at this. Wow, now that is what I call some awesome Christmas lighting. I mean, the amount of effort that's gone into it. I mean, they've had to go up there on like a crane or a cherry pickers and hang these lights with all of the icicles on the bottom there. They look absolutely amazing, and it certainly makes it, I mean, what a statement for Europa Park. I mean, when they can decorate it all like this, it looks absolutely stunning. It really does. Just put so much thought into everything. It looks incredible. Here's the train coming past. You know, I mentioned how they've got lights on the front of it. See if we can catch it that's coming in here. There we go. Look at that. It's all the little things, isn't it? It looks incredible. We've got another Christmas tree just over here. They've only got a few lights on it for now, but that all turns on during the parade. So I'm looking forward to that. Got this like Russian palace just here. It looks absolutely amazing. How magical. I'm sure you'll all agree that the decorations look absolutely gorgeous here at Europa Park. Anyway, now on to go now until the Winter Starlight Parade. So I'm going to get myself in position just out the front of Food Loop on Luxembourg Plaza, and we'll put some highlights in for you all over the next few minutes. It's parade time here in Christmas at Europa Park.
wissen wir.
Die Schlitten durch den Winterwald, die Pferde vorgespannt. Hey, Jingle Bells, überall Gesang. Kinderaugen leuchten hell, denn bald ist Weihnachtstag. Die große Waffe, vive le temps d'hiver. Où la neige joue de l'ombre et comme un grand-mère.
Now our friends from all around the world can join in.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Hey,
Vier, drei, zwei, eins.
Highlights there from the Winter Starlight Parade, and that was absolutely fantastic. Loads of parade floats, characters, all the lights, and if you stand there just outside Food Loop, of course you get the big switch on of the Christmas tree. They get like loads of kids and stuff who want to come up onto the stage and help switch the lights on, which is quite a nice thing to do, isn't it, really? But yeah, I really like that parade. It's nicely put together, all the soundtrack, all the lights, the snow machines, and what really makes it for me is when you've got like the confetti cannons that fire out of the Christmas tree. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this park at night. I mean, I could film this park for hours and hours at night during Christmas season. In this vlog, you're only getting to see a very small part of it. Like I say, there's so much more extra entertainment that even I haven't got a chance to see this trip. Like the ice show, there's a circus and so much more. But with me just having one day in the park this time, you know, it's nowhere near enough time to see everything. It's more just been a whistle-stop tour for me and of course film a video for you guys. Anyway, heading over to my final piece of entertainment to watch today, and this is Ed and Edda's Winter, and this is over on the lake. It's got fireworks, characters, fountains and more. So here it is over the next few minutes.
wunderschön.
gehört, dass ihr den Winterzauber sucht. Doch den wahren Winterzauber findet ihr nur in euren Herzen. Gemeinsam mit euren Freunden und Familien. Weihnachten und ein glückliches neues Jahr.
Danke, lieber Weihnachtsmann.
I'd forgotten just how good of a show that was. Really nicely put together, some great lighting, pyrotechnics, Father Christmas coming along on the sleigh with all the pyro coming off the side. Just a really nice action-packed show. Loads going on in it, and the fountain package there is absolutely awesome. Anyway, it's near the end of my day here at Europa Park. I wish I had time for another day, I really do, but of course, got to get back for Christmas, spend it with my family and of course Charlotte. But yeah, it's been absolutely wonderful. What an action-packed day. I'm going to put in some footage over the next couple of minutes, some more of the nighttime atmosphere here at Europa Park before we'll head to the main entrance and wrap up the vlog. What an absolutely amazing day I've had here at Europa Park enjoying their Christmas event. It's been absolutely awesome. I've packed a lot into today, and like I said earlier on, it's a shame that I couldn't get some on-ride footage from some of the coasters, but if you do want to see those, check out our various other videos. Of course, yesterday I was at Rulantica as well for my first ever visit. Check out the vlog from there. The second park here at Europa Park. Blimey, it feels weird saying that. But in terms of a highlight from today, Snorri Touren. It was great to get on there after first hearing about it, last year that this surprise was coming, and then hearing all about it and finally getting to ride it. It's a brilliant attraction for families, and it really fits in here at Europa Park. There's so many shows. I really enjoyed the Winter Starlight Parade, Ed and Edda's show with the fireworks. That was really cool. Honestly, there's been so many highlights. This park is absolutely gorgeous no matter when you come, but Christmas, it's just got that extra magic to it. Look at all the lights and decorations around. I mean, there's nothing quite like this back home. Germany is like the home of Christmas, and they really go to town here with the decorations. Staff have been great, atmosphere's been amazing. It's been a flying trip, but I'll be back at Europa Park at some point in 2020, and of course back for Pirates and Batavia. There's a new parade to see, and so much more. Thank you very much for watching Theme Park Worldwide. Have a very Merry Christmas from me, Charlotte, and everyone here at Theme Park Worldwide. And that means it's time to cue those credits. See you all soon, guys. Merry Christmas from Europa Park.